and we're rolling.
We're back. Dude.
We're back.
Back at it again, as if nothing happened.
And if you know our lives, nothing did.
Nothing happened whatsoever. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Guy-atus over.
We are back. It's I Quit My Band. We're back from our guy-atus. We were off for what, a month?
Yeah.
About a solid month. And yeah, I didn't do anything. What about you guys? You guys went on vacation.
Yeah.
I went to the beach. It was tight.
Yeah. I saw Skinnerd with my dad.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
How
That's
was that?
awesome.
It was beautiful. Beautiful night. Me and my dad both crying to Tuesday's Gone. You know?
Yeah.
Unbelievable how many people were there. Like, almost a sold-out crowd at
Wow.
Starlight to see a 50-year-old Skinnerd with no original member.
It's one of those things you go to and you're like, no one's going to be here. And then you show up and you're just like, no, it's still just as big as it was somehow.
Yeah.
It's bigger.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
Yeah.
you know that, like, in Starlight, when you drive into the parking lot and you just keep going back into a field until you can park.
That's what we did at Bret Michaels.
It was like an hour to just get to the place to
Just
park.
to walk.
And then, you know, if you go 25 minutes in any direction from downtown Pittsburgh, it's culturally the South.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Somehow it turns into Tennessee.
oh, dude.
Yeah.
I was in Chattanooga, bro,
Yeah, dude.
walking around that place. But, yeah, it was very sick, and that's about it.
JJ, any big things happen?
Not really, dude. I feel like I gained some weight.
It's all right.
But that's all
I
right.
feel like I did too.
Yeah, I'm 27 now, so that.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, you're 27.
gross.
That sucks.
I'm in the 27 club now,
Yeah,
dude.
that
Well, I
sucks.
could join it.
The 27 club of getting fat at 27.
Yeah, it's a much larger crew than the Jim Morrison, Janis Joplin.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it happened to me. I'm in the 27 getting fat at 27 club. Guess what? It never goes
Never
away.
ends,
It never
dude.
goes
27,
away.
he gained 20
He
pounds.
He
that
gained
just
27
stayed
pounds
forever.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. Besides that, I'm good.
Yeah, I didn't do anything. You guys went on vacation. I stayed here.
Mm-hmm.
I bought a mic stand, but I did that this past weekend. So
That's
that didn't
nice.
take too much time and effort.
That was more a cram.
Yeah, that
to
was
get
a-
in.
yeah.
Oh shit.
That was a cram before the exam type
Yeah.
of thing. They're going to be
That's tight.
pissed off at me if Junior Mike Stand still makes an appearance on
It would be
on
kind of
Tuesday.
awesome, though, if we
I'm
talked about
just
it
like-
so extensively. But we're
Yeah.
going to make improvements when we come back, and then nothing
I'm just like,
different.
I don't know what to tell you guys. It's
Still don't have any
same
tape.
old, same old.
Yeah.
I feel like I saw a band, but I don't think I did. For some reason, I feel like I did, but I don't think I did.
We're going to go see Death from Above next
Yeah, we're going to see
weekend,
Death from
or
Above this weekend.
Oh,
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
Where's that at?
Smalls.
Mr. Smalls,
Oh, very cool.
you should come if you
come.
want.
Yeah.
I figured that would be your reaction. Yeah. No, I'll see you guys there. Then it's 5 minutes.
trying
Where
to
are
like,
you?
hmm,
Oh, I
what
actually
day
had
should
to.
I lie that I have plans? Well, it's Sunday,
should
so you
I
can still
lie?
go.
Yeah.
The Lord's Day.
The
Wow, I got
Steelers.
church and the Steelers. Like, I thought you didn't watch the Steelers. I do now
I'm into
after that
it.
great game they had.
I like how that's the one where you're like, you know, oh, he definitely goes to church, but I know he doesn't watch the Steelers.
I know he doesn't watch the Steelers. But yeah, I didn't do much. Honestly, feel like I didn't even listen to that much. There wasn't even that many good albums or songs that came out. I mean, there was a couple.
I like the Genesis Owusu album
Yeah,
a
the
lot.
Genesis album was great.
That's
really good.
Jeff's new one was pretty good.
I haven't checked out the whole thing yet, but heard some songs. I liked it.
He's coming to town, Genesis.
Yeah, he's coming
and
to
I'd like to
Thunderbird.
go,
Yeah,
I
it's gonna be
think.
cool.
I will
Yeah.
go to that.
I won't be lying.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Someone else came. Olivia Rodrigo. I liked it.
Yeah,
I thought it was good.
it was pretty good.
I don't know if you guys listened to it.
I actually had thrown out an idea that we review that album, and it was shot down soundly.
Really?
Yeah.
It was probably because I was like, yeah, it's going to suck.
And it was
Well,
actually kind
Then
of
I
Did you
listened to it today. I'm
suggest-
like, you know what? I
like-
have a great idea.
It's like she was designed in a lab to like appeal to 19-year-old girls and also guys who wear flannels who
Yeah,
like 90s
yeah.
rock. Where it's like, this is actually kind of sick.
Yeah, some of the production's like a little ratchety.
Yeah.
You know, it sounds like fucking 90s.
Didn't
It's,
you suggest that or the Royal Blood album?
Yeah.
Like-
Well, there was the only two
I
coming out.
suggested the
that day.
Royal Blood. I thought that we were going to go with the Royal Blood album to review.
I mean, we still could.
We still could. I did listen to that. And
Does it suck?
Did you guys listen to it?
I didn't listen to it.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
I gave up on them.
I mean, that's just not for me anymore.
No.
You know?
Yeah, that day has passed. Like, I feel like somebody laying down some riffs that sound like classic rock,
Yeah.
it's not gonna get my blood up ever again.
They just need to not do it anymore. You know?
As
God.
we're talking about going to see Death from Above, the band, we're like,
Well, that's the thing.
gone.
That's
It's
always,
over now.
That's always been the difference between Death from Above and Royal Blood. It's like Death from Above has however many records out, like 3 or 4,
Maybe 5.
and they've always like they can like do some new cool things. Royal Blood is just like
Going
blues
to add a
riff with
keyboard.
a giant huge bass tone.
Yeah.
And it's just a blues riff.
Mhm.
Bow, bow, wow, bow, 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 bow. That's a new Royal Blood song.
Yeah, you just wrote one.
Bow down,
Yeah.
I live inside of my head. Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just wrote a Royal Blood song
I know.
right there, dude.
It's so easy.
They're like ZZ Top for, guys who get like undercuts.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's easy top for guys that haven't made it to the 27 club yet. They're
No.
still like cool.
Yeah.
You know?
Royal
Once they
Blood.
get that extra weight,
When they
they're
get
like,
the
"You know,
extra
I
weight
need to
on,
get the
like, this
real
kind of
thing,
sucks. I'm
dude."
going to go listen to Olivia Rodrigo.
Royal Blood, more like Royal Chud. Am I right?
Nice.
Got
Thanks.
Good one.
Zing.
that.
OCs came out with an album. I don't know
Oh,
if
yeah,
that was
yeah, yeah.
before or after we took our hiatus.
It was like right at the same time almost.
Yeah,
I think.
it was while I was on vacation. I enjoyed that album as well.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
It was
I liked
goofy.
it.
There was
Voice of a
one.
gen- oh.
There was one song about a fish.
Yeah, that one not
Not
good.
like a fish.
Yeah.
That's really stupid.
Yeah, the
But-
fish needs a bike.
Fish needs a bike. Yeah.
Voice of a Generation, Oliver Anthony drop.
Oh, dude. Yeah, we got to talk about Oliver Anthony. I'm so mad.
Stratosphere.
Right as we go on our hiatus, Oliver Anthony makes his worldwide debut.
Unreal,
He
dude.
becomes America's sweetheart.
Truly. Bob Dylan of our time.
Who is this?
The
person?
way he was able to just masterfully go from Epstein's
know.
Island to Poor People Are Fat
I know.
is just
Unbelievable. Did you not hear that?
What is this? I don't know anything
Oh
about
my god!
this.
So there's this dude who like absolutely no fame whatsoever. He's just like maybe, not even an internet fame of
No.
any kind. He's just a musician, and he comes out with this song about. It's called like Rich Men of North Richmond or something like
North
that.
of Richmond.
North of Richmond.
Okay.
And it's like not very good. It doesn't sound good either. But he has lyrics that are like about struggling in America.
yeah, like
Classic.
the day it came out, like all these like people from like the right wing media were like,
Yeah.
this is exactly
This
what
is
America.
the new anthem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he caught a lot of flack because in the song, there's like an allusion to Epstein, which is it's just hilarious.
Yeah.
Like he's like, I wish politicians cared about minors instead of
not
minors
minors.
on an island
Yeah.
somewhere. And
Yeah.
then
Huh.
like up until that point, it's a very general like the working class is getting screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's like this part where it's his most animated part in
Yeah.
the second verse, where
Yeah.
he's like, "And if you're 5'3" and 300 pounds, my taxes ought not pay for your bag of fudge rounds."
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
Damn.
He goes right for the throat, right for the double chin.
Damn.
And like, I didn't even know what a fudge round was.
No,
but
I
was
didn't
like,
either.
Damn, I need to
But-
get some fudge rounds.
That's what everyone got on his case for was
Yeah,
the fudge rounds line. Like everyone was fine with everything else, and it was like, "How dare you call us fat?" And it's
Yeah.
like,
Is it,
I mean,
what
I
is
don't
it?
know.
What is it?
I
Is a
think, like-
fudge round a type of chocolate?
I think it's like a
What
ho
needs-
ho. I'm
yeah,
not
it's
sure.
like a
Okay.
hostess cake. I think it became instantly a part of like the culture war, where
Yeah.
like the New York Times is like,
Yeah.
like being like, is Oliver Anthony? Is this like
Is-
ethically okay
Yeah,
to listen
it's
to?
like-
It's like
yes.
Tucker
It's a
sitting there
guy-
It's
talking.
literally
in the-
a shitty song. Like I put it on in my car, and I was just like, "This is the song." Like
Yeah.
I was like, "Okay, there's 2 lines:
Yeah.
Epstein and then the fudge round."
Yeah.
Like I didn't understand the offense that
Let
it
it
caused
be
for anything.
shitty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's just it doesn't sound good. It's just a fucking
I mean, he has
song.
a decent voice.
Yeah, he's a good voice, but
Yeah.
like it's not,
It's like your typical pop like chord
Yeah.
progression.
yeah.
Lumineers-esque sort of.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
I
Not
listened to
quite
it-
Lumineers, but
Stomp clap shit kind of sort of.
it's a little more earthy than that.
Yeah.
Like he has like
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know how to
It's a sick
More
analysis.
earthy than that.
yeah. No, but it was just funny to see like the entire thing. Like I told you, I went on the YouTube video because like it came off of just a YouTube video of a local radio station in West Virginia.
Okay.
And there was one guy who wrote, because he has a line like, the only thing that this country does to men is kick them around or something like that. And this guy wrote a comment, and it was like, he quoted that, and he's like, God, so true. Hit me right in the heart. And I clicked on that guy's profile, and his YouTube channel, there's a video from 9 months ago where he's like, okay, so I'm starting a new thing where I'm going to review bongs and different types of weed. First one is this sick bubbler I just picked up. And then, he reviews it. Yeah. He has one other review video, and then nothing.
Nice.
It got to be too much.
Yeah, a lot of editing.
Nice.
Just
after I hit 6 subscribers, it's just like,
fuck, dude.
It's so much work. But yeah, that song, I mean, that guy like just played some festival this past weekend.
Yeah.
People were really embarrassing themselves over like the outrage. Like, I think like Fantano, like I think he
made a video and then had to walk the video back.
I think he made like 3 videos about Oliver Anthony, and I watched them all. He's like, "Come on, Oliver Anthony, come on," and it's like, what? What are you trying? What are you going to say?
He's a guy from West Virginia with a guitar.
Yeah.
Who cares?
I have no feelings on the matter, but apparently the entire world did.
Wild and
I have
wonderful,
one feeling,
baby.
and it's the consistency of this podcast. Get the bag, dude.
Just get the bag.
If he's out there getting the bag,
congratulations.
Good job.
He was on fucking Joe Rogan.
He was like the next
Joe Rogan.
Of course he was. That's awesome.
Yeah, the culture war has gotten to a point where it's like, I mean, we're fighting over a culture that's mostly like spiked Mountain Dew and like jacked loaded Doritos.
Yeah.
Like, we don't, but for some reason, there's no patch of ground left uncontested.
No.
Where a song like that can come out and people can just be like, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
You say something.
You can't. It has to be some
It either has to
conversation.
be the voice of like the generation of the working class, or it has to be like a dog whistle dangerous song about fudge rounds.
Yeah.
It's at the point now where you say anything controversial and you get popular for it on either side, and then you're sitting across the table and talking about horse meat and DMT
from Rogan.
That's really that's where I want us to be. I want us 3 to be over there, and I'm just.
You know what, Joe? Like Hall's hitting a joint.
It's so funny. He's that was the guy to go on Joe Rogan. Like Joe Rogan, like
that's
literally
prime.
a man that does not have to work. He just gets to sit in his basement and make however many $1 million an hour for talking bullshit.
Yeah.
With like idiots. Like idiots and geniuses alike.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
then like you have the guy that's complaining about him
Yeah.
on your show. Like, you're the problem.
He's like, aren't rich people just so out of like touch?
And
They're
he's like,
so out of touch.
fuck.
Oliver, Jamie, pull it up.
Yeah, I just walked out of an ice bath and then was patted down by 4 people.
Jamie, pull up how rich I am.
Yeah. Yeah, like, why would you go on that show? Like, just completely sell out your
Come
values.
on our show.
Yeah, come on this show where we have no money.
Come on.
And we never will.
You could change our lives. We're the little man,
We
dude.
are the little man.
We'll buy a new interface just to get you a mic if
We
you want
won't.
to sit here.
I will spend all that money frivolously.
On fudge rounds.
On fudge
rounds
dude.
for the after show.
We'll come back and
we
we'll
sit on my porch and talk about how funny we are
Dude,
for an hour.
that bit about the fudge rounds, dude. That was so classic. That's going to make such a good clip.
That's gonna make a great TikTok.
279 views.
God, it
Or
just
like-
wasn't at the right time.
Yeah, I think it was the algorithm.
I think
that
I
fucked
posted
us
it.
up.
I posted it at 10:23, and it's got to be 10:25 every Tuesday, or else it's not gonna work.
That's it, because the internet, as we know, is predictable.
That's
And
when
we figured
that's
it
when
out.
Oliver Anthony dropped it.
Yeah,
10:27.
10:27,
And now
yeah.
look at him. We did
Look at-
10:23 and we're a fucking
fucking up.
nobody.
That'd be so funny. It was
So
just
fucking
like,
stupid.
how did this blow up? He's like, I looked at the stats and
Got
it was
some-
10:27 every time.
Another
Nate
minute,
Cross.
He'd be another
Yeah.
nobody.
I Quit My Band gave me some insider
They're
information.
really great at giving, tips on
10:27.
SEO
Yeah.
and things like
Yeah.
that. Well, it feels good to be back.
Yeah, we're
Just,
back.
That was funny.
We're still bald.
What a great first 15 minutes of banter. I love it. Anyways, we're back. It's I Quit My Band. You know who it is. Or you don't. I mean, I don't know.
Whatever.
No one does. But we're coming back. We got a nice playlist of songs for you. I wouldn't say this is season 2. I would just say it's a continuation.
Yeah.
But we're gonna try to
Continuation.
make some updates here and there. We're gonna try to get better, give more content as we keep going.
I'm trying to lose some weight.
I'm gonna try to lose some weight with JJ. We should start like a thing.
Let's do that
together.
Yeah.
Where it's like let's set some goals.
You'll be good at it for about 3 weeks.
Yeah. Let's do some weigh-ins.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I could be like the boot camp guy that we're the biggest loser.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, the biggest loser of IQMB. And we'll do like a Bert Kreischer, Tom Segura thing.
You know what would get me to
Both
lose
of
it?
you- You both end up gaining like 38 pounds somehow.
I destroy like my ACL, MCL,
Yeah,
break
yeah.
my arm.
Yeah, my knee's already fucked up.
Yeah.
I can't work out.
You know what would get us to lose some weight? If we had to wear really tight clothes on this podcast.
Oh, that'd be funny.
We should force ourselves
just
to do
busting out of my clothes. And every time we watch it back, and there's just like that little skin that like comes like through here. You know?
Sucks.
It's
Yeah.
so funny.
We thought that just having you in a shirt that looks like it's painted on would be the right motivation.
Guess
to get
what?
to lose that weight.
Humiliating enough. Yes.
It's true.
Yeah.
I mean, it works sometimes.
I just imagine that button like flying off one day, and you just being
Yeah.
like, and that's the end of
And
the
that's
show.
the end of the show. I'm crying. Why did we do this?
Alright.
Anyway,
Enough.
we're gonna come back with new playlists every week as
Mm-hmm.
we always do. And we got a good one this week. I think this is gonna be a nice way to ease back into it. Let's just get it started. What do you say?
Let's do it.
This is a pick of mine. This is STUY, formerly known as STY-Dyed,
Okay.
with a song called "What It Feel Like." This is like their first song as rebranding from STY-Dyed to STY. I'm not sure why.
I
I'm
had
not sure why they
questions
did
about
it.
this.
Probably
I don't know.
because we played with them and I didn't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah,
So I think it's like
I guess they did kind of.
it's probably a little cleaner.
Yeah.
So there's I read their bio briefly. There's a STY, New York.
Yeah,
That
that's
they
STY.
come from.
Yeah,
Bedford
and
Bedford
so
Stuyvesant, yeah.
STY-Dyed.
Bedford Stuyvesant, the livest one, representing BK to the full it. Gats, I pull it.
Wow.
There it
man.
is. Damn.
What was that?
That's Biggie.
Did you make that up? It's
Yes.
He made that up.
It's beautiful.
Speak your truth, Evan.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
But yeah, I mean, the song, first of all, is fucking amazing. Probably one of the best. This is one of the best rock songs I've heard this year.
It rips.
It's so
hard.
aggressive.
Yeah, it's heavy.
Guitars are. I mean, the production's filthy. The guitars are filthy. Vocals are just unhinged for the entire 3 minutes.
One of the sickest vocal performances I've heard in a long time.
It's like a barking dog.
Yeah.
Like, the entire time, like a Rottweiler.
that part where it drops out, where it's like everybody's fucking
talking. Yeah.
so sick.
It's just so aggressive. I haven't heard a song this aggressive this year, but going back to what you're talking about, that show in a basement in Pittsburgh. So like this is why I know STY-Dyed. It's like why they've been on my radar because they're a relatively small band. They've been on like Audio Tree and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, we saw them. You played with them.
So did
Was it
J-
you too?
JJ was on that show too. Yeah,
I think you were.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was Fortune Teller.
Yeah.
Was
yeah.
it?
Yeah,
I just
Oh,
came
I got
as
my wires crossed.
I came to support. I wasn't
yeah,
even
you
like,
were.
playing.
You weren't a full member.
No,
yet.
I wasn't.
Was it
I
the
was just-
Schnell?
It was,
was
the
the
Schnell.
Schnell, yeah.
Oh wow.
One of the most brutal shows of my life.
To this day, one
Wow.
of the best live sets I've seen
Ever
from
seen
this
in my
band.
life.
Yeah.
I remember
Was
going
that
to
the
that show.
band with church girls as
No,
well?
no. That I was on that.
All
show.
right, never
Yeah.
mind.
No, it was Fortune Teller, Alex Walsh, who was in Shin Guard at the time, and
Okay.
then us, and then
Okay.
STY-Dyed. And we showed up, and Jackson from the Chanel was like, "Do you mind going on last, having the touring band in between?" I was like, "Yeah, that's cool. You know, make sure people are there for the touring band."
Yeah.
And then STY-Dyed played. Within the
dude.
first 30 seconds, I was just like, "Oh fuck."
I remember like talking to you after like watching them. Like we went up and you were like, "Damn, I don't know if I like want to go on." Like, and you were like serious.
Yeah.
you were like scared.
No, it was one of the best live
was
performances
so
I've
good.
ever seen.
They somehow sounded amazing. Like no one ever sounds amazing in that
In
basement.
any basement. Yeah.
But like they sounded like it was a professionally mixed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Performance was just amazing. I remember the drummer, like the drums kept like sliding away, and he was really struggling, but somehow just still like,
Crushing it.
didn't
Yeah.
lose a beat. Yeah,
Just
he was amazing.
insane energy the whole time. And then, I remember walking up there and just being like, I think we had 6 songs at the time
Yeah.
total.
Yeah.
We played 2 replacement covers.
Yeah.
And just after our first song, I was like, we don't got it. Like, they are...
This ain't it. Yeah.
Everybody was polite, but there was just a general feeling like this is markedly a step down from what we just saw.
We're going to peace out. It's one of those.
And I vividly remember we had a song that was like 6 minutes long, and 40 seconds in, I realized that my guitar is way out of tune.
Oh, shit.
I noticed it, and then I look up to you, and Jeb is right next to you, and I see Jeb lean over to you and just go, his guitar is out of tune. I was like, oh, so everyone knows. Great. My response was just to play it harder.
To keep going,
like, oh, dude.
Yeah, I remember that
sick.
show. It was amazing. I remember, like, after the show, they were really fucking nice, really cool.
So cool. They had, like, a bit on their Instagram that they couldn't find their drummer.
Yeah. And
so they came up to me and were like, hey, let's take a picture with you. We'll say that you played drums for our band. And I was like, I'm, like, on their Instagram. Like,
that's awesome.
And the captain is like, we couldn't find our drummer, so we had this guitarist from this band that sucks to play drums for us. I'm like, you could have helped out on the caption a little bit.
Jeez, that caption's brutal.
I come up to them like 10 minutes later after seeing it. I'm like,
what the fuck?
Guys,
Yeah.
we did our best.
I remember one thing about that show that was funny was that it's such a small room, and their bassist had like a giant bass amp, and there was like so much space that was taken up that he, for like the whole show, like the only way he could play was with his back to the crowd. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Like he had his guitar like he had to turn that way in order to just fit. And he's just like him to his giant bass amp.
Yeah, facing it.
Yeah, just facing it for the whole show.
Just taking that thunder.
And he
for
was just
fucking-
grooving the whole time. He just did not care.
Yeah.
Amazing. Go listen to STUY. This is their only song that they have as STUY online, but STUY Died has a couple, has some cool EPs. There's a song called Welcome to New York. That's great. There's a song called Mr. Policeman, which is amazing.
Rips.
Yeah, they're just a great band.
Awesome band. Check them out.
Check them out. Let's move on. Okay. Who wants to own up to this next one?
That would be me. This is Fed Up by Rock Band from Hell.
Uh-huh.
Rock Band from Hell is a band from Finland, which may tell you how they feel about Finland.
Yeah. Yep.
Just like, Finland's hell, dude.
Finland's hell that we're from there.
They look really fed up in their
Yeah, they're
Spotify
really
picture.
Yeah, I mean,
They're
they've had
pissed.
enough. They're tired of people talking shit
They're
about
so
them.
fucking fed up.
But bad news, fellas. You got some more shit talk coming your way.
Yeah.
It came on my Spotify, and it's hilarious. It like a mix of punk and trap, which why?
Always works out so well.
Like,
For
that's
every band that tries it.
just anybody who wants to liven up a genre.
I
It's
know.
like, we're gonna put trap drums. in
It says that in their bio. They have been inspired by trap and punk music and boldly mixes their two in organic band sounds.
Boldly going where no band from Finland has gone before.
ever gone before.
You wanted the best, you got
You
the
got
best,
the
baby.
best.
Yeah, the album is also called
It's called
music for
late
nighttime activities.
music for late night activities.
That sucks.
like
Yeah,
That
like,
sucks.
like-
between Rock Band from Hell
Yeah.
and music for
late
late
night
night activities. Sounds like somebody like AI came up with
Yeah.
this shit.
They also have a song, I'm looking now, the third song on the album is called Sex is on Fire, in all caps. Really curious if that's a Kings of Leon.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That could be
Oh.
awesome.
You just got turned around.
Yeah, I'm like,
dude.
whoa, let's just hear him out.
And it's like Rock Band from Hell. You better sound like Deicide.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know? Not like Euro trash.
Now, any band that's like trying to say that they're from hell, they're always going to be
They're not.
from hell.
Yeah, they're gonna be
Yeah.
Guy Fieri-esque
Yeah.
flame decal.
They're going to be
shirt.
either from Finland or from like Florida. Like that's what it's going to be.
If I made an album called Music for Late Night Activities, it would all be songs about standing over my sink in my underwear eating cold pizza.
Yeah,
You
that'd
know?
be a good band to be in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Getting fat at 27 years old.
27 Club.
Yeah.
Eating fudge round on Uncle Sam's dime.
Can I still afford to drink beer? I don't know.
Yeah, and just the energy of the song just sounds like a nerd at the end of his rope.
I was just
like
gonna
he's
say
been
that.
pushed too
Yeah.
far. Like there's a part where he's like, so fucking fed
Yeah.
up, so fucking
Yeah.
fed up.
Yeah.
I just imagine the kid. It's
As
like
soon
the
as this-
wrestling team is taking
Yeah.
his lunch money one too many times.
And then he comes out with this
It
song.
ends now, boys.
Yeah.
It's over.
He writes the song and puts it out, and then he just gets made fun of more.
Like,
And it was like, wow, that's lame. That
he
you did
does like a
that.
karate kata, and he's like, I'm fed up.
Yeah. Yeah, this song, I didn't like it at all.
Yeah, me neither.
I mean, I don't, yeah. What else can we say, fellas?
It's
not
so
good.
fucking fed up. Sounds like
So fucking
I thought
fed
they
up.
were saying so fucking metal before, which
So
would,
fucking metal, it's so fucking metal.
which would be
Yeah.
even cooler.
That'd be
and
sicker,
also, all the voices in this song are like the most fun to imitate ever.
Yeah, I mean, the auto tune on there.
I said like
yeah,
that.
it's like the Billy Joe Armstrong as a second language.
Yeah.
It's a nice mix.
Yeah.
I'm taking Billy Joe Armstrong as a second language courses in college.
Yeah.
Yeah, I signed up for Rosetta Stone, Billy Joe Armstrong,
Billy Joe Armstrong.
via Finland.
Oh, I'm taking the Tom DeLonge edition.
Yeah. I'm on Dookie right
Yeah.
now. What level are you on?
Shall we move on?
Let's
Oh,
do
yeah.
it.
You want to do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we in order? The OG order? Have you changed anything?
I don't think so.
This is November
Yeah.
by Lil Peep and ILoveMakonnen or something.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Makonnen or McConan.
I
McConnen.
love making it.
Making it.
Hell yeah, dude.
I love making the show with
This
you
is
guys.
yes, thanks, same dude.
These vocals coming in are awesome.
Yeah.
Let's just wait for it. Oh man.
What did he say?
Now
don't know.
Now that
Now that my ass.
Yeah, now that I missed my pants.
Can't make out any of those words.
Man, it's just a song like this is something that I needed to put on to really just. You don't need. Well, it's an old person take to say, but you don't need talent to make music anymore.
Yeah,
And,
and that was really the essence of Lil Peep.
Yeah.
God rest his soul.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
So this is
But,
a
yeah.
posthumous release.
A posthumous release. Yeah,
yeah.
some record label is really squeezing all the juices
Yeah.
they can out.
Well, I did read, because that was my first thought as well.
That's
I'm
all
just
I-
like,
Yeah.
come on. But apparently his mom sued to get the rights to releasing his music back. And this is something that him and ILoveMakonnen were working on in 2017.
Oh.
Now I feel like an asshole.
Well, that's why I wanted to
Oh.
keep that in my back pocket. But that being said, Little Peep sounds like Little Peep. He sounds fine
Yeah.
on this.
Yeah.
I don't know what ILoveMakonnen's doing. I don't know. It sounds
I
like
love that pronunciation of his name. Is that what,
I have no idea how to say his name.
Makonnen, Makonnen.
Is it Mackinnon or McConan? Just sounds like someone's last name.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
And, like,
my uncle Dennis McConan.
Yeah, and I love his ass. All right?
Yeah.
But the vocals have like a quality. Dude, it sounds like they've been like forced into like the
Yeah.
right key
Yeah,
digitally.
I'm
for
sure they were.
shoved into them forcibly. And face tats are definitely having a moment right now. With old Post Malone or God rest his soul, Mr. Peep.
Mhm.
And I think that we should all consider getting some.
I think, that would
Yeah.
be cool.
It-
I want a bald eagle that's so big
Yeah.
you can't even see what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it just starts with like it's like
Yeah.
feet and like
Yeah.
groin, and then the wings go around.
I'm gonna get the Gene Simmons makeup tattooed on my
Yeah.
face.
Yeah, that would be cool. I'll get
Can never
Violent. I'll
take
get
it off.
Violent J.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
That'd be awesome.
But yeah, I never was a fan of Lil Peep. Like, I don't know. I mean, he was a part of the whole like SoundCloud rap thing, like
Oh, yeah.
emo rap rock type of thing.
Yep.
And I just always thought he was my least favorite in that whole genre. But people loved him. I mean, people
Love him,
really
yeah.
thought he
Yeah.
was great.
He was like one of the first guys to start adding like the emo elements to it.
I just never liked. I could never get down with his voice or his vocal delivery. Just sound like a kid from high school that you just really were annoyed by. Just like got famous, and you're like, why?
Yeah, yeah.
Like that's That's how
completely.
it came off to
I
me.
did like on Hellboy, he wore a Devil's jersey.
Yeah, that was
I
cool.
don't think I ever listened to the album.
I like
This is the only Little Peep song I've ever listened
Yeah.
I liked his artistic direction.
Me too.
It was cool.
to. Yeah.
Hellboy, like I would listen to an album called
Hellboy.
Hellboy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I do
Um,
like that at least this is something that he was working on prior to.
Yeah.
And like you said, it wasn't just
Wasn't
a
just-
record company juicing him.
Like
Juicing
they
him.
found
'Cause
his laptop.
the record company would take like a voicemail that he left on like the
Yeah.
like answering machine of a Champ's footwear and
Yeah.
put it over a beat that they got on Fiverr if they thought
Yeah.
they could make some money.
Do you
So
have
at least
a
this has
size
some
9.5?
intentionality to it. Just seeing if you have the Jordans I put in.
I'm looking for the Air
I
Monarchs.
didn't receive my order. He's like doesn't even talk like how he normally does.
Yeah.
I didn't receive my order.
Yeah.
I ordered it last week. I'm looking for it. Need it soon.
Yeah, I was looking for the
Okay,
Van
sir.
slides.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's even the other guy. Too.
Yeah, the other
It's like
guy.
duet, Chad Musgrave.
That's who the fucking ILoveMakonnen is.
Yeah.
Is the clerk from
Yeah,
Champs.
it was just a,
The guy that worked at Champs.
It was a guy
Yeah.
wearing a fucking referee's
Yeah.
jersey, fucking fitting you for some Air Force
Foot
Ones.
Locker.
Is this
Oh,
shoe
shit.
tight on your toes?
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
he can't fucking sing.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm a little out of my
Yeah.
depth, but I'll give it a
You have to
shot.
come back. We're gonna have to put one of those metal foot measure things on your foot that don't exist. Remember those things?
You can keep your
What happened to
socks
those?
on.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
All right.
We got a lot
We'll-
out of
we'll
that
move
one.
on,
That's
yeah.
good. Mhm.
Okay. Here we go. Here's one of mine. This is Lead On by Sufjan Stevens. I was very excited that Sufjan Stevens released a new song because you didn't know, you did.
No.
Sufjan Stevens is a TikTok hit, and I've seen his stuff before he even got viral. And he made this song called Rectangular that everyone just kind of made fun of because it's so bad. But I remember seeing him like probably as early as last year on TikTok. He's this guy who he has green hair and he has like giant fake teeth and he wears like a vest
Yep.
and a tie. And his whole thing is that he's the CEO. He's a CEO by day.
He is.
And a rock star by night.
Yeah.
And he writes these songs and he puts videos of him, like really embarrassing videos of him playing and like these little pseudo music videos of him on TikTok. And they're all
They're
just
mostly
so,
just like him standing in like Times Square.
Yeah.
It looks like.
yeah,
Just-
he's like, I came all the way to Times Square to do this. Yeah. But I just love all of his songs because they're so like they sound like they were made for like a business, like
yeah.
some sort of like training video
Like,
that
yeah,
plays
yeah.
before.
Yeah, it'll kick off like the weekend seminar.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. Sean has a new song.
Yeah, before we get into the accreditation for our
Yeah.
sexual harassment awareness,
Yeah.
Sufjan Stevens
Before we
is going to tell you
announce-
that he's a rectangle.
Yeah. Before we announce who's getting laid off, Sean's got a new song that's gonna make you feel better for all your unemployment ventures.
It's yeah, the like just getting stems raw in GarageBand and just not touching
Yeah.
them,
Not touching
releasing them.
Yeah, I love this song because I don't know what it's about. It's just I guess like it
I
sounds
kinda-
like it's made for like aspiring managers.
Yeah.
It does. Like lead on.
Yeah, lead on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked the rectangle song
The
because
rectangle song
he
was
keeps
good.
saying it like I am a rectangle.
I
I
am.
am rectangular.
It's kind of like I Am the Table.
He says, "I fill no hole" in the
Oh,
song.
oh,
Yeah.
sick.
And it's like I'm not sure in corporate language, in corporate lingo, like what that's really supposed to mean.
Yeah.
It's like
Like,
I kind of do nothing.
I don't really
Yeah.
do. I can't do anything.
And then
Corp-
if it's your Tinder game, I'm saying
Oh.
yeah.
rough.
Not
Filling
good.
no
Circle
holes.
back.
Yeah. The,
I'll
but I
ping
like
you
the
on
idea of
that.
him being like a CEO and lording like his power over his workers, that they all are convinced like that he is a rectangle. Like,
Oh,
like a new
yeah,
hire
yeah.
comes in, they're like, "Hey, your resume looks great, but when you go in to talk to Sean,
He's a rectangle.
he's a
say
rectangle."
he's a
You-
rectangle.
like, what do you mean he's a rectangle? If
He
he asks you
has-
what shape he is,
He has
Yeah.
corners.
he's a rectangle.
The answer is
He
rectangle.
has four corners.
Do you want?
Have you heard? I guess you haven't heard the song.
Yeah.
Well, we have a whole presentation on Sean's music, a sales deck that we have ready to go.
I like the idea of swapping these lyrics out for like corporate jargon or lingo. Or
I mean, it's already in there. You don't
Yeah,
have to.
lead
You don't,
on.
you don't
Yeah.
even have to swap
Yeah.
them out.
I
but-
he has like a
made
very
a
like
deck.
youth pastor vibe
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We there was a church by my house where there was a priest who was the punk rock priest.
Oh hell yeah!
And
I
he
love
had
that.
like the frosted tips as well,
Yeah.
not like the Shamrock Shake.
Yeah,
variation that this guy
he's
has.
got the green. Yeah,
He has 33,000 monthly listeners.
Yeah.
Sorry,
They're
I keep
all
interrupting
me.
you.
Yeah, they're the entire workforce of
Yeah.
Sean Stevens Inc.
yeah.
I remember that.
That's one way to get listeners. Just be like, you're fired if you don't listen to the
Listen
my
to
new
my song.
Yeah.
It's good.
That punk rock priest guy, he used to run the youth group in our town, and he would just like book local bands and have nacho bars and shit like that.
Sick.
And my friend's dad was on like the committee, and they had a meeting, and he was like, "Well, we just keep like booking bands and having nacho bars. Like, what does any of this have to do with Jesus?" And the punk priest was like, "Well, you know, I'm the punk priest. I think I know how to get to these kids. We need to get to these kids." And my friend's dad was like, "I think you're being a little too punk and not enough priest." Fucking roasted this
Got his
dude.
ass.
Just gave in his frock and started roadieing for Less Than Jake on the spot. He's like, he's right.
He's right. I'm being too not enough priest.
And it was like straight mall punk. Like
Yeah.
he had the Hot
That's
Topic
awesome.
like wallet chain and shit.
That
Oh,
goes down in
man.
history. That goes down with Matrix Omload.
It really
That's
is.
really good.
Not
Yeah.
enough priest. And
You
then
know,
he
he
just
was
starts
probably
like,
sitting on that for
Oh,
weeks.
for so
Just
long.
like, I can't wait to unleash
He probably
this.
said it to his wife so many times. I think he's being a little too much punk and not a priest.
You won't say it to him.
Yeah.
You don't have the balls.
say it,
Say
Jared.
it to him next time.
Say it.
I will. I'm gonna.
He just like starts playing more Judas Priest
Yeah.
for people.
Yeah. No, he was much more like Sum 41 punk.
Well,
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you say not enough
This
priest,
guy-
I'm
Oh,
thinking,
yeah, hell
oh
yeah.
yeah, breaking the
yeah,
law.
painkiller. Hell yeah.
This guy's some 41 punk.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
this guy. Yeah,
With
I
a little
remember-
Irish.
Yeah, he's got
little, like-
he does the green way too much.
Yeah.
It does look like way too Irish.
I saw in his bio, it says something like, what the hell does it
His,
say?
I had his bio pulled up. Hold on one second. It's really funny.
Whilst many know Sean for his
There you
various
go.
startups, volunteer work, and direct lineage to an Irish king, yes,
oh,
really.
so that's
In
what
parentheses,
happened. Okay.
yes,
I just
really.
imagine him like
Yes,
going to
really.
like Dublin, like walking around with like a bar of Irish Spring
Yeah.
soap, just like carving it up with a knife.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm here.
I'm the heir to Irish Spring soap.
I am a lord of
Like-
this land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't even create Irish Spring soap here.
You dumb fuck.
It was made in the U.S.
Nobody smells
Get
like
the fuck
this
out of
here.
here.
We all smell like whiskey and despair.
But I did at one point. I can't remember when it was. It was probably earlier this year. I looked up Sean Stevens like on Google, and I found his LinkedIn profile.
Oh my
And
god.
I think he is the CEO of a company.
Sure he is. I mean, this
he
reeks
is.
of vanity project. You know, which
He's
is
the
awesome.
CEO of a company. Like, I don't remember what it is, but I remember just seeing it and thinking like, I thought he was, you know, lame. And then you see that LinkedIn profile, you see the power he has. You're
Yeah.
like, God, this would be the greatest boss.
He's
of
got
all
a
time.
he's got a
I want to
sick
work for this guy. I want to be around this guy.
Dude, at the
I want to just suck. That's the ladder I want to climb. in
Dude,
the
I
corporate
imagine you
world.
going in for the interview with just your SG,
Yeah.
with like
Yeah.
one of those amps you can
Sean.
put on, like,
Let's
My
collab.
God.
Yeah.
just fucking up crazy.
Yeah.
trains. Like,
He's
damn.
just like, that's amazing.
Oh, that would be so
You got
cool.
the job. One question: what shape am I? Well, you got the two longer sides and then the two shorter ones. I'd say you're a rectangle.
I'd say you're a rectangle, Sean.
Isosceles triangle. You're fired.
You're hired. Love it. Just love it. Let's move on.
Yeah. This is a song called Low
Yeah.
by Escape the Fate.
Mhm.
Classic blank the blank name that I've never heard of. But then turn this up a little bit.
God damn.
I like the guitarist just
Yeah.
trying to outspirit Halloween the other.
Yeah. Yeah. Trying to out Sinister Gates the other.
Dude.
I like. I wasn't sure what to expect seeing the name. I wasn't sure if they were going to be pop punk or something. They came up on my This Is Rock situation on
Yeah.
Spotify. It's a new tune. But it's an incredible breakdown. I'm not going to lie to you. That
I
breakdown.
love that riff. It's
an
amazing.
incredible-
Yeah.
It is very sick.
It's really
It's
It's another one, like,
Yeah.
harken back to episode 1 where we're like, hey, pause. Shh. That riff
That
is cool.
that is cool.
I think this is a similar trajectory of like metalcore to dubstep,
Yeah.
rap.
Absolutely.
Just
Here we go. One more time.
Those glitches in there.
Those glitches sound so cool until you think about how they're made, and it's just like an
A button.
engineer
Yeah,
hunched
yeah.
over hitting copy and paste.
It could be a
700 times.
guy with the
bucket head
the-
guitar.
with the
yeah.
kill switch.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
kill switch.
Yeah, the kill
Engage.
switch,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed that. I mean, I thought that this was gonna go exactly how Watch the World Burn was going.
I
to.
know. I was hoping.
I was disappointed there was no rap verse.
No bars.
No.
I wanted the bars. I was
It
like,
does
God,
start
this
with like
fits
almost
in
like
so
an
well.
R&B kind of
Yeah, a
like vibe
little
at the
bit,
beginning.
Yeah.
And like, I was hoping we get touches of it, sprinkles of Crazy Guy.
Yeah.
In the lyrics, we don't go full I'm nuts though.
Yeah, it's
You know?
funny that like all bands like this, like the things that they have to have in their songs, like giant riffs, maybe some rapping, and like having your singer have like the most high pitched, whiny voice ever. Like, why is that a thing?
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
choruses have to be like vaguely uplifting.
Yeah,
you know?
And like, it's singing, and then like here's the exact formula of
And then
the
this
chorus.
is brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is wild.
The exact formula of a chorus for like is you singing most of it, and then you sing and scream at the same time the
Yeah.
last line.
It's got all the makings of a masterpiece, of a apocalyptic
Yeah.
nightmare
Yeah.
It does.
masterpiece. But it's
And,
just not quite there. They just need the rapping.
It's
They
just this band and many bands like it are strictly for people that drink like Mountain Dew Code Red and watch like
Yeah.
the Pitch Black match at Survivor Series
so
or
me
whatever.
and you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Well,
guys.
we both acknowledge that this riff is sick, and
Yeah.
I will listen to it again.
I liked it.
Yeah, I thought it was
good. I
Yeah,
thought it was
one of
good.
the better songs.
Yeah, it's one of the better,
Yes.
the more eventful, exciting songs.
Mm-hmm. It was good.
Not many jokes here.
Nothing to dunk on.
Nothing to dunk on here.
Yeah.
I put this song on because it's Pile. I love Pile. We've never talked about Pile
Yeah.
before. This is a new song that they have called Scaling Walls. I feel like this is. I saw that this is going to be a part of an EP. I feel like it's probably like a leftovers EP from their last record
Album.
because that came out not long ago.
No, like within the last 6 months. I
Yeah,
think.
it was definitely this year, the beginning of this year. But yeah, I just thought this was really good. It's got just such a great, consistent, dark mood to it. The Pile does that well. Like they have like, you know, like the depressing indie songs, but their last album went in this direction where it was like, kind of had like a more of a rock and dark vibe to it. I felt like this kind of hit on that really well.
I think I might like this better than most of the album.
I thought so too. I definitely like it better than the singles they put out.
Yeah. The Pile, they're like an ideal for me as a rock band.
They're so good.
Where they, like, it's not pop structures. Like, everything in their songs work because of each individual member doing something
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
specific.
Yeah.
And good production.
Great production, and like the dynamics are great. And Rick's voice, like his ability to kind of like just like soar over
yeah.
these weird, angsty, angular sections is.
And he has a very classic, well, a very signature style to the melodies that he comes up with too. Like they all are similar. Like like you could tell it's a fucking Rick McGuire melody.
Big time. Like he holds notes for
Yeah,
a long time,
yeah.
and it kind of like slithers over
Yeah.
top of the music.
And the drum beat in the song is, you can't follow it.
So
like
sick.
you don't know what he's gonna do
It's
next.
sporadic.
It's out of control.
Would you guys consider this indie?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought so too.
their
but
their older stuff's like a bit heavier.
Yeah.
but definitely still I would consider it indie rock. They're another band that I saw live that just like blew me away.
I've never seen them live. I really want to.
I saw them at Roboto, which is like another venue that my band will play.
Yeah.
And if we don't sound good, I'm like, well, the sound's not great in there.
Yeah.
And then I see Pile playing. I'm like, oh no, I just suck.
They're perfect. Yeah.
And I was in line to buy merch, and like Rick McGuire was in the line. Like he was like greeting you as you went to
Yeah.
the merch
Nice.
deal.
That's so awesome.
So like I had 5 minutes. I was like, I better think of something cool
Yeah.
to say to Rick. And then I get up there and I was just like, great show, man. He's like, thanks. And I was like, that amp. That's a sick amp you got. He's like, yeah, I like the amp a lot. That's cool, man. Thank
Oh,
you.
man.
And then just like,
I'm
then
gonna
I'm
keep waiting to buy one of your shirts.
and then
I'm
stuck
thinking about the white one.
Yeah.
stuck next to him in silence for like 3 minutes where
Yeah.
I'm just like, start becoming like Scotty J and Blue
Yeah.
Lights. Just a fucking idiot.
Fucking idiot.
Blew it.
Fucking
Are you
idiot.
calling yourself a fucking idiot? No.
No.
Are you crying?
But they were fucking great. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
awesome band.
Awesome
will
band,
say-
awesome song.
With a name like Pile, you really are setting yourself up if you put a bad song out there for someone
Yeah.
to be like, "Ugh, Pile of shit."
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
But
And they never
they
done
never
it.
Never
done
done
it
it. They
once.
never
They
done
never
it.
done it
never
once.
will.
yeah,
Let's move on.
Okay.
Pile. This is another Evan pick.
This is Grand Canyon by Rozewell Kid. Rozewell Kid is an indie rock band from West Virginia I really like. They haven't released anything since 2017, their album Precious Art. So I've been waiting for them to put something out. They have a really cool mix of like slacker and power pop. They're kind of like if like Weezer never sucked.
Yeah.
If they were just like, we're going to give you the blue album every
Yeah.
time because we know that's what you want.
Yeah.
100% less Hurley.
We won't play stadiums, but we'll keep in your hearts.
We'll be
Yeah.
cool at
Yeah.
least.
Yeah.
They always have really cool guitar work. Their lyrics are usually funny. Like they're on their last album, they had a song called UHF on DVD, and
Nice.
Wendy's Trash Can
Yeah,
is their
the Wendy's
most
trash can. I remember that one.
awesome song. Yeah, they just write really good songs. They have cool guitar tones, and then they always do like Thin Lizzy double shred.
Yeah.
which I love.
Yeah, the one in this song fucking rocks. It's so we'll have to wait for it to come up, and I can't remember what it's like.
It's
but
got that like weird like.
It's like
Yeah. I saw them live.
I was with you once when I saw them live. with
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
And I saw them. I don't think you were there this time, but they have a song called "Wish Man" that's like 50 seconds long,
Yeah.
and they played it 6 times.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
When we saw them together, I think they played it quite a few times. I don't know if it was 6.
Is that like a bit they do, where it's
Yeah.
Yeah, like he played "Wish Man," then he like acted like he was gonna play another song, then they just played it again. Then they did play another song. Then they played "Wish Man" again,
Sick.
and then their encore was "Wish Man" 3 times in a
That's
row
so
without
awesome.
a break.
That's
Damn.
so sick.
It was
Is
really
it
sick.
really fast or something?
No,
No.
it sounds just like any of their other songs.
It's
but-
short though.
It's
right?
short.
Yeah.
and it's kind of like a joke. Like it's like I asked the Wish Man to make me a dog.
Okay.
He said, "Your wish is my command," and I said, "Woof, woof, woof."
and that's it.
Yeah, it's like a little Twilight
Little
Zone
nursery
episode
rhyme,
for you. Like,
yeah.
be
Little-
careful
yeah.
what you wish for.
Because you could
Yeah.
be a dog.
You might be made a
Dog.
dog by a
Damn.
wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like catchy, good
Here it is.
shit. Yeah.
That's so good. I
That's
love
nice.
that riff.
It's catchy shit. I think our friends get to play with them pretty regularly.
Yeah, Natural
they're-
Rat's playing with them.
Like this weekend. Right?
Yeah.
Well, this will have.
Well,
you
yeah.
missed it.
You
Yeah.
missed it. Sorry.
We have to push this one back.
I feel like these guys would pair really well on a tour with like Jeff Rosenstock or something.
Oh, absolutely.
They
I feel
did
like
tour with them.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
they-
I think-
definitely did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think that's when
Nice.
you and I might have saw.
No, we saw them at the Fun House, and
Okay.
they were the headliner for
Oh,
that
cool.
night. I can't
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
who
they
was
played
on.
with Prince Daddy and the Hyena.
Oh, okay.
I think.
I don't think
Cool
we
band.
caught that.
Yeah, they played with Menzingers and Jeff Rosenstock on the other tour.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I loved this song. I thought it was great.
I'm a
Oh, yeah.
matchmaker.
Should we
Can
keep
I
going?
say? Yeah.
Let's roll.
Let's roll.
We got a song called "Keep Going Up" by Timbaland, Nelly Furtado, and Justin Timberlake.
The 03 Dream
Yeah,
Team
dude.
back again.
I was
I
gonna
know.
say, throwing it straight back to 2007
And not changing much.
with this combo.
Zero.
Timbaland just comes in with the same little intro that he did with the last Nelly
Let me
Furtado
just
song
say-
he was
I think it
on.
was a time capsule
Yeah.
that just opened up.
Yeah.
If you would have told me this was like a cut from like one of the many lauded in my opinion, lauded albums that Timbaland like produced pop albums in like the mid to late 2000s.
Chris
I would
Cornell.
believe it. Huh?
Oh yeah, he did. What's that album called?
I forget. But it's
Yeah,
not good.
it's like Rock On or something like that.
But I think it's. I saw this on like a release radar, and I was like, wait, what? Because like,
I wouldn't be surprised if this was from like 2007, and they just were like, "Oh shit, we
yeah,
never released that." Because
one,
Justin Timberlake sounds like he sounds kind of
Younger.
young and youthful on this
Yeah.
song.
Yeah.
That's like the one thing I noticed is like JT sounding like a young man.
Yeah, this is pre-Woodsman or whatever.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
album that
Man of
came
the
out.
Woods.
Man of the
Yeah.
Woods.
The
Woodsman.
Cardigan album.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then he just started making music exclusively
For
for
Walmart.
Trolls movies.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like every song that I've heard from
Yeah.
him over the past 6 years is from like Trolls World Tour.
And Trolls 3.
True.
Yeah.
And he golfs. That's
Yeah.
what he does. Yeah, I really like, genuinely, I really like Timbaland and most of the work that he's done. He has, to me, a very distinct sound and, like, the beats he makes and shit. Like, it just has, like, it just hits a little bit more. This song isn't amazing, but it was noteworthy, I guess, that he put something else out. And I don't know.
Yeah, I dug it.
I honestly liked it a lot.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
It was one of my faves.
Yeah, I like
That
how
was
they
great.
keep following the same vocal melody. Like
Yeah.
Nelly kind of sets it
Yeah.
up, and then Justin comes in.
I like the
Timbaland-
throwback of Timbaland doing the "How you doing, young lady?"
I know. Oh, my God.
Grab
Yeah,
it.
promiscuous.
Yeah, he just does the same thing.
Yeah.
He has one of my favorite internet videos. You ever see the video of him playing Jay-Z the beat for "Dirt Off Your Shoulders" for the first time?
I think
I know
you
this
showed it
video.
to us like recently.
It's so
It's
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah,
It's like he shows up during the Making a Black album to
Yeah.
show beats to Jay-Z. He's drinking like a gallon jug of just like pink juice, and he's eating a banana.
Yeah.
And like he plays like the first beat, and it's like kind of sick, and Jay-Z's like, all right. And then
Yeah.
the second one's like a little sicker,
Yeah.
and Jay-Z's like, okay. And then like he teases "Dirt Off Your Shoulder," and you see Jay-Z like, and then he plays it, and Jay-Z's face is just like,
He definitely did it on purpose.
oh yeah.
yeah.
He was like, I'm about to make
Yeah.
250 grand
That's
today.
so awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that one you don't want.
You know,
Oh, no.
You know
Oh,
that
hear
one's
that
much
one.
too.
I think I'm holding on to
You
that.
don't
one.
want
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
You don't want that one. No.
Yeah.
That's what a move. That's
Dude.
awesome.
He's a genius.
Yeah.
Walking around with just a jug of pink shit.
Yeah.
Just being like,
I
What
never-
if it's amoxicillin?
Dude, I'm just drinking straight Z-Pack.
I never could forgive Timbaland for what he did. Have you ever heard the original One Republic?
It's Too Late to Apologize.
Yeah. Have you ever heard the original?
Yeah, it's so good.
I remember when I heard that, I
And
was
then
like,
he-
God, this is so much better.
He remixes
And then-
it and he goes,
Yeah, he takes like everything out and just puts in his voice and go. It's like a beautiful song
It gets-
with like
it-
strings, and it sounds really good.
and it is way more popular than,
I know.
than the other.
Well, that's why he's a genius.
He's a genius, and I'm just gonna say, Future Sex Love Sounds by Justin Timberlake is one of the best albums of all time. Just saying it.
Is that the one with?
It's where he's like smashing the disco ball.
Yeah.
No,
It's
it's
the
not
sex-
the one with.
it's the
There
one
was
with-
another one with all the eyes.
Yeah, that's 2020.
Oh,
The
it's-
2020.
No, not that one.
experience. Yeah.
No, not that one. The
That's
one with
with
like
Suit and Tie.
sexy back and Summer Love.
That
and
one is
kind of
great.
shit.
Yeah.
It-
I
there's
was
just-
thinking of 2020.
There's not a
experience.
fucking
I'm
skip
more
on
of
that thing.
a woodsman.
Yeah, Man of the
myself.
Woods.
Yeah.
I got my supply. You
Woods
ever heard that
guy.
song?
No, I just
We
remember
just like,
being.
I got a shovel and a rope. Like he just saying things that he brought
I'm
with him
digging a
hiking.
hole. Yeah,
It's
he's
so
like,
funny.
I
he's
just remember
doing,
it was
like-
universally reviled. I just like
Yeah.
when a like a rebrand goes horribly
Oh,
wrong.
man.
Yeah.
It's like I live in the woods now and I
Yeah.
do country shit.
the least
like,
relatable
no.
guy.
Not even country at all.
The least
dude.
relatable guy to
drive
ever
out
live
to
in the woods.
Chattanooga and just start talking about you
Yeah.
bringing sexy back. See how
Yeah.
that goes.
It's
Try
like,
that in a small town.
Try that.
You fucking
yeah.
dumbass.
Batman will come for you, dude.
Aldean's tracking them down.
Oh, that'd be an awesome.
Jason Aldean,
yeah.
we have reports of someone bringing sexy back to the neighborhood.
Yeah. That'd be an awesome fucking concept record.
Oh.
Manhunter.
Yeah.
Jason Aldean hunting Justin Timberlake in the woods.
Down, yeah.
Yeah, in a Batman
For stealing
costume.
woodsman
Yeah.
valor.
Who did it?
Yeah.
It's gonna be mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Sorry.
I've heard rumbles of an NSYNC reunion.
that would be tight.
Is that true?
I hear rumbles every once in a while, which I think are just put out by Chris Kirkpatrick.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like,
No, dude.
We're in talks.
Yeah, chum in the water.
Ev-
We were sharing some emails
Ev
earlier
is
this
in
year.
deep with the
Yeah.
NSYNC beat, dude.
You know what's funny? You guys remember when NSYNC was popular and Joey Fatone? Like people realized that the way his last name was spelled was Fat One.
Hell yeah.
And they're like, 'cause he's the fat one.
And then he became the fat one.
He was always the
He
fat
was
one.
always the
That's
fat
why
one.
it was so obvious.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
like, is that really his last name, or is he just the fat one?
And then I remember watching an interview with him where somebody brings that up to him. He goes, "Yeah, fat one. That's what your mother calls me." And I was like,
boom, man.
"Fatone is
That
back."
was even before fat ones were well respected.
Yeah.
He just
Yeah.
he was the pioneer.
He's the pioneer.
Yeah,
He's a
damn.
fat one pioneer.
Yeah. All right. Let's keep going. You said Chris Cornell earlier, and this song just screams Soundgarden. That was the first thing I thought of when I heard this. It's Summerslam by a band called Jobber.
Evan and I know what that means.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, you guys are all about that
Yeah.
wrestling shit.
This one's for us.
I just appreciate the music. Alright? Okay. But yeah, this song's great. I mean, it's just so like it's so grungy.
Yeah.
Like on purpose grungy. The guitars are like they don't sound that good, but you can tell it was meant to be that way. It's very dirty. Sounds like Soundgarden. I don't want to say whole just because of the female
female
vocalist, but like I guess that's where my like stupid brain heads. Where I'm just like it's whole.
It's kind of an Olivia Rodrigo vibe.
If Olivia Rodrigo made stuff like this, that'd be so awesome.
Oh hell yeah.
But the song is awesome. I just thought the riff was great. I just love how dirty it is. How this kind of flannel it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, it rules.
Yeah.
And like her voice over top of like all that ugliness is
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Gives it kind of a poppier edge than it would typically have.
Yeah. And I know nothing about this band. I just somehow discovered them.
I mean, their commitment to the bit is awesome. They're called Jobber.
You and I have the same joke written down, I think. You're going to
well.
talk about their Instagram or their bio?
Well, their bio's sick. It's
Yeah.
the Bret Hart saying.
Yeah.
Best there
Yes.
is, best there was, best there ever will be.
Yep, yep.
But they have 6 songs out, and they are Entrance Theme, No Holds Barred, Heel Turn, Hell in a Cell, Mankind, and now SummerSlam.
So they're a wrestling themed band.
Yeah.
None of the songs seem to be about wrestling, but
No.
they're just like, hell yeah,
But they
call that
love-
one fucking Terry Funk.
They love wrestling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Stone Cold.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Goldberg.
Yeah, there we
Who's
go.
their next single.
Yeah.
And as an adult baby who
Yeah.
still talks about like
Yeah.
Ahmed Johnson's IC run in '96,
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
me too.
Now that you think about it, all those wrestler guys, all those 90 wrestlers guys, like their names would just be 6 song
Oh, yeah,
names.
Undertaker, dude.
Sting,
Yeah,
Rock.
The Rock,
The Rock,
The
dude.
Rock,
IRS,
IRS,
Doink the Clown,
Yeah.
Repo Man,
Dink.
Um,
the clown.
Brooklyn Brawler,
Who's the guy? Who's the other guy? The one,
Dink and Doink.
the gold guy.
Gold
Gold
Dust.
Dust.
Gold Dust.
That's like already a
Yeah.
bunch of songs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
modern
Diesel,
wrestling.
dude?
Yeah,
God.
Diesel. Yeah, Vader.
Vader.
This band might have like a jump
Rick
on just
Rude.
like
they
They're
got
just
the
gonna-
next 30 years.
Yeah.
locked
Sergeant
up.
Slaughter.
they can just write songs based off of wrestling names.
Yeah,
you know?
Bunkhouse
Cool thing.
Stampede,
Yeah,
dude.
I love it.
Elimination
Yeah.
Chamber.
The Ho Train.
The Yapapaya strap
All
match.
right, guys. Let's relax.
I knew the Yapapaya
You know
would
I
be a
don't
little,
watch wrestling.
would be a bridge
Yeah.
too far.
we could keep going.
Our next song, Jack Sheridan.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh,
Shout out to
Shout
Jack
out to our
Sheridan.
boy, dude.
Yeah.
All
that would
right,
be
let's
awesome.
move on.
What a
Another rip roarer right here.
Yeah, here they are.
what a pivot.
Let's keep that train moving along.
This is called So You Are Tired by Sufjan Stevens. New one off his upcoming album, Javelin.
Is that how you pronounce it, Sufjan?
I think
think
it's
so.
Sufjan.
I always thought it was Sufjan.
Yeah,
But
maybe.
I don't know. Who cares?
I heard Annie Clark say Sufjan once.
Oh, that might be. There's a J in there. Who
I
knows how
don't
to
know.
pronounce that bad boy?
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
silent J.
Before I ever heard his name, I just
More
always
like
said
it's a violent
Sufjan.
J, dude.
Yeah, Sufjan.
Sufjan.
Sufjan
Sufjan
Stevens.
Stevens.
Yeah,
Uh,
whatever.
But yeah, he oscillates between two kind of types of music, either like this very sparse, sad music, or more electronic stuff like Age of Ads. And I like the really like delicate, sad shit a lot.
I don't know much Sufjan. I've never listened to much Sufjan, but I remember some songs off of Carrie and Low.
Love that
I
album.
like
it's
that
really
a lot.
pretty.
I don't remember which ones they were, but I remember when it came out, I was big on it. I wasn't too hot on this one. I thought it was good, but it just didn't stick with me like some other things I've heard him do. It's just maybe it's hard to follow. I don't know. Maybe just like a lot of like the melodies kind of like all over the place a little bit.
Yeah, there's not like a refrain that they really come back to. I liked it a lot. I like how like the like choruses come in and out and like these like kind of like soft movements.
It's very pretty.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like pretty film score shit to
Yeah.
like an indie movie or something.
Yeah, I like him
Really
a lot.
nice.
I like Carrie and Low a lot. I'm hoping that he gets back to the 50 States project. You know.
What is that?
So he released 2 albums, Michigan and Illinois, and he had said at the time that his goal was to make an album for all 50 states, and then he got 2 in.
He
the
got
band,
2 in, yeah.
And I'm sitting here like, dude, where's Arkansas?
Where's Pennsylvania?
Where's
Yeah.
Delaware? Huh?
Alaska.
How about the U.S. territories? Where's Guam at?
Where's
dude?
Guam?
Puerto
Yeah.
Rico? Yeah.
Damn.
But yeah, he's somebody I really like. I like him in this mode more. So I'm excited to hear what the album sounds like.
yeah.
I haven't really listened to anything between now and Carrie and Lowell.
What if there was Sufjan Stevens?
Oh,
Oh,
so you are
shit.
tired of your job.
Oh my god.
I just thought of that right
that
now.
was pretty good.
that was great.
That was pretty good.
I
Nice.
just need to get Sufjan, get some
Yeah.
fucking Kelly green hair
Yeah,
dye.
Yeah. And then
That'd be a great mashup band.
give
Sufjan,
Sean Stevens an orchestra to play with,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and we'll get something like
Yeah.
this.
Get a venture capitalist to come and give Sufjan start being a fucking CEO.
So you
Yeah.
are a rectangle.
So
yeah.
there we go. Keep going.
Yeah, you can go all day with it.
Yeah, be easy.
It's a lot of meat on this.
So you
A lot
are.
of simple meat on that one.
So you are a PowerPoint presentation.
But yeah, I think definitely worth checking out if you're a fan of Sufjan Stevens.
Mhm.
Let's move on.
Okay, this isn't the last one because there's one more, but
Yeah.
this is my last one. This is a song called Futurephobic by the band Frankie and the Witch Fingers. I wanted to put this on because I want to. Well, the comparisons between this band and the OCs are countless.
Yeah.
Were you at that show? Did you see them at Spirit when they came here?
No, I didn't go to that.
So I had heard their music. I'm like, okay, I recognize some similarities, and then I saw them, specifically the front man, who fucking
I've seen
have
pictures
seen
and videos.
him.
Yeah.
He's copy paste of
Yeah.
John Dwyer's exact shtick, down to like holding the guitar up really high, spitting.
It's an SG.
It's
too.
an SG, singing the same way and playing the same music.
Same hair.
Same hair, same
Somehow
like
face.
really short shorts.
Yeah.
It's actually crazy.
Do
Yeah.
we not know that it isn't John Dwyer?
It's
It's confirmed, but
maybe like a clone like that grew up.
I need a 23andMe on
Yeah.
Frankie.
Yeah.
this genre is filled with OCs copiers and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Because I would say that OCs are like one of the like preeminent first like psych rock bands that got popular or whatever. Maybe like modern like whatever you want to call this kind of stuff.
Yeah. I mean, you can even say King Giz
Yeah.
is an OC's copy.
Sure,
in a lot
for
of
sure.
ways.
They've evolved and done a lot of different shit. And so
Yeah.
have OCs. These guys kind of just stay in the OG realm of where OCs used to be, kind of.
I
You know?
honestly didn't think that about this one. Like
No.
I thought that this song.
I just kind of wanted to talk about the band as a whole because they put out an album called Doom,
Data Doom.
Data
it looks
Doom
like,
or
yeah.
something. Yeah.
Yeah. There's been some Frankie that like when I first heard about them like years and years ago, I was like, oh, this band's pretty cool, and then they kept releasing more stuff that just as I started listening to the OCs more, I was like, oh, it's just kind of like a carbon copy.
It's copy paste, and bands in this genre just benefit from a fan base like the King Giz fan base that like You can make a bunch of tie-dye shirts and colored vinyl, and people will buy it, and you'll get rich.
They're
Yeah.
like horror movie fans.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
like they like
It's-
the genre.
It's
Yeah,
like
it's the
merchant.
genre.
It's the most merchandised genre maybe going right now.
At a certain point, all you have to do is just like come up with a cool name,
Yeah.
and some cool covers,
and get crazy art and like
shirts,
make it
yeah.
really colorful
Yeah.
and like play with a projector screen that's doing tie-dye liquid stuff. And
Yeah,
you'll be
I got
good.
these guys mixed up with Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uncle
Just that,
Acid's a
man.
little heavier.
They're like
Yeah, they're more
actual
Sabbathy.
doom band,
Yeah.
yeah.
Which
I thought
is
that-
also a copy paste
Yeah.
genre.
Yeah. Oh, for
type of
sure.
thing.
Of the OG, the
Yeah.
Big Bang,
Yeah.
where you fucking the boys met in what Liverpool, where
Yeah,
the hell they're
exactly.
from.
Yeah.
I did kind of dig this song. It has like a Devo bent to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it kind of reminds me of like that old fucking like Smack Your Mammy or some shit.
Yeah.
Like that.
I like this more than any other Frankie and the Witch Finger song I've heard in the past couple years. Like I thought it didn't sound so much like the OCs where it was like distracting.
No.
Like the guitars are a little bit, and his vocals are a little bit different than Dwyer.
A little
here.
bit. And I guess this was my I listened to the whole album. This was my favorite pick from it.
Yeah.
But what the front guy does is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, it's wild that every band, like
It's
every
uncanny.
every band has like their own little version of Greta Van Fleet. You know what I mean? Like they
Yeah,
all
yeah,
have
yeah.
that like one that just takes everything.
Mhm.
And it's
you know?
the internet is like there's a flattening of time to that where
Yeah.
you know it took 50 years for somebody to steal from Zelda Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Now it's like the next month.
Yeah,
there's a
exactly.
band that's
And then these bands are from the same town. They're both LA bands,
Oh,
which
really?
is so.
I thought that Dwyer was San Fran.
No,
Or,
Dwyer's Rhode Island.
well, he's
Yeah.
from. They exist in like the same SoCal
Bay Area.
ecosystem.
Yeah.
ecosystem. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I don't know if the OCs started in Rhode Island or I can't remember.
And he came up there, but they started in because
San Fran.
OC stands for Orange County Sound.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
right.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, the Orange County sign.
Need that Orange County. Remember that show, OC?
Yeah, dude, that was
Yeah.
great.
Oh, yeah.
Remember the movie Orange County with
Oh,
Tom
yeah.
Hanks' son and Jack Black?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, such a great movie.
You know that's one of my
Oh, my God.
all-time
And
favorites.
It's on there.
Any 2.5-star film released in like 02 to 09
Yeah,
In there.
you're like, that's a classic.
that's one of the
It's
best.
like Goodfellas, Orange County.
Dude,
The
Orange
Godfather
County,
sucks.
Orange,
County.
County is so much more
Mwah.
important to me than Goodfellas or The Godfather.
Yeah.
I remember, I think I saw that at the height of me being like a fat kid being like, I want to be exactly like Jack.
Oh,
Black.
every fat kid
Oh,
went through that.
Just that energy. The worst is when you see guys who still are trying to pull
Oh,
off
they're
the
still
Jack Black
doing it.
energy.
Yeah.
Like, what do? It's like, bro, you're 38
There's
and you
a
work
dude-
at GameStop. Stop.
There's a dude that like comes up on my TikTok
Yeah, I know.
regularly
I
with
was just gonna
crazy
say,
hair,
yeah.
and he's like, "Guess who's the drummer of the
Yeah,
band?"
it's Adam and the Metal Hawks.
Yeah,
that
Oh,
yeah.
band.
yeah, I've seen that.
like
that
you're
guy-
Jack Black, dude.
Yeah, like they just tried to get Jack Black's attention for like years, and
Yeah.
then they got it, and
Yeah.
then
He's
that
a
was
really
it.
good singer.
Yeah,
That Jack Black nod of the head doesn't get you where you think it's
No.
gonna get.
there was
No.
a video of that kid. I remember stumbling upon it of like him and his friends. It wasn't like a band video. It was like him like at like a Dave and Buster's, and he's like playing a game. It was like a Kung Fu Panda.
Oh, dude,
game,
I
of
know this
course.
video.
And he's like doing stuff to the game. He's like, "Ka-Jack,
Yeah.
like doing the Jack Black noises, and then like they kind of like
Skadoosh.
pan to one of his friends, and his friend is just like,
Yeah.
just like
Every
it's
day
gotta
with
be,
the Jack
it's
Black
gotta
shit.
be so annoying
Oh my
to be
God.
friends with that guy.
Every day.
It's like
dude.
I hate this guy, but he is the way to me never working again.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
in
will
this-
go on TikTok
Yeah.
and make a fool of himself.
Yeah.
I will not.
Yeah.
Yeah, and,
I'll
but
hold
you just have
the
to
phone.
stand by him. That's
Yeah.
all you have to do.
Mhm.
You don't have to do all the stuff.
No.
Just be there.
Yeah, you can be the Kyle Gass.
Yeah,
you
be
know?
the Kyle Gass and just never speak or anything.
Yeah. Mhm.
Adam and the Metal Hawks.
Everyone,
I love it.
everyone needs their own Kyle
Yeah.
Gass.
Okay, so that was Frankie and the Witch Fingers.
Mhm. Futurephobic.
Let's move on to the last song in the playlist here.
This is Lowlife by Heatmiser. Heatmiser was the band that Elliott Smith was in before he went solo. Third Man just announced that they're releasing some compilation of a bunch of unreleased Heatmiser stuff.
Oh, shit.
And this is from 1992. I thought this was really sick.
So this is unreleased.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think they had pressed it to a cassette and sold it around like I think he was from Portland at the time, but it hasn't been like available widely, which I thought was a weird move for Third Man. Like I don't know exactly what they do, but I just always think if they're gonna release something, it's gonna sound like it was made in the Delta in like 1936.
Yeah.
Maybe that's my prejudice against Jack White.
He's done some cool things with reissues.
The sleep things he does.
Oh, yeah, that's
I
right.
Yeah,
think
he did
are
one with
pretty cool.
Sleep.
And they just reissued the Orange Boris album,
Yeah.
Heavy Rocks.
They put out the first original. I don't know if you know the band Jonathan Fire Eater.
Oh, yeah.
They were the band that came before the Walkman.
Yeah, meet me in the
Meet
bathroom.
Me in the
talks
Bathroom was
about
the
it.
first chapter of that book. But they had an EP that was amazing that was never released, and Third Man put it out.
There
on
are some
vinyl.
people with taste at that label.
Yeah,
believe it or
there's
not.
someone's doing something right.
Not
over
Jack.
there. Yeah,
Yeah.
we just won't give credit to him.
Exactly. He's like, I went out and found this shit.
Yeah, he's just like, she's one of my favorite bands.
Hotline TNT, they signed. They're
Yeah,
doing that.
yeah.
Like, there's a bunch on their
All
roster.
right, Jack's got it.
Okay,
All right.
he's all right.
But yeah, it's cool to hear Elliott Smith sing like that. I mean,
Yeah.
you're so used to hearing him sing in that very like, not quite falsetto, but it's like that very
Yeah.
thin,
Solemn.
solemn, sad.
I didn't know he was the singer for this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's cool.
They have an album called Mike City Sons, which is it's a great album, but it feels very much like the proto Elliott Smith record. Like it's very much more subdued. His type of chord progressions. Their earlier stuff does get heavier and punkier, but that's probably as aggressive as I've ever heard them sound.
Yeah, this is really cool. I mean, it has that classic fucking 90s tape sound.
It still
Yeah,
sounds
like-
good though.
Yeah.
That's what Third Man has done with a few of the like reissues they've inherited because they took like Dope Smoker, which notoriously sounds like really bad, and they like reissued it and made it sound like pretty good. But just think about how sick it would be if you're like one of those people that had that cassette,
Oh yeah.
like got it in like '92, loved it, listened to it because you had things to listen to it, and then time went on, you forgot about it.
Your
and now-
ex-wife took it in the divorce.
yeah, and you
called
can't.
her
You can have the kids. I'm keeping that Heatmiser tape.
Yeah. And
Called
then
her up a few times. Do you have the Heatmiser tape?
I just want to hear Lowlife.
shut the fuck up.
I have a restraining order against you.
But yeah, and then you just hear this on Spotify,
Yeah.
you know, like 35 years later or something like that.
That is the one cool thing about streaming is the like archive nature of like
Yeah.
I remember I don't know
Yeah.
if you remember when that Lewis album came out when Light in the Attic put out that record by this dude named Lewis.
You told me about it several times.
It's a wild story.
Yeah.
Just it's this guy who I think he was like a fraud basically.
yeah.
And he paid to make this studio album somewhere in Canada, and then just like ran off, like without paying the studio time. But it's a really good album.
Yeah.
So Light in the Attic like eventually released it, didn't have anybody to get in contact with, and was just like, if he ever shows himself, we'll give him some money. And,
That's
like,
so
he
funny.
finally did, and then was probably served with like 14 subpoenas.
Like, there he is. Arrested for 30 years.
yeah,
Yeah.
here's your $7,000 from that album.
Found it.
But yeah, this is really cool. Congrats, hats off to Third Man.
Yeah,
Let's just say that.
Yeah.
we're coming around, Jack.
We were like, oh, we get to talk shit on Jack White again. Twist.
He does cool
Season
shit.
2, we
Yeah.
like Jack
Hey,
White.
this is just a continuation.
Continuation,
Yeah.
we like Jack White.
The wayward sons are walking
I
back to
know.
their father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is really the turning point of when we're just like, you know what?
Dun, dun,
Rock
dun,
music's
dun,
cool
dun,
as hell.
dun.
You know what's cool about rock music? It never changes.
It never
for 50
changes,
years.
and
No.
it's cool, and Dave Grohl's cool, and
Yeah.
Jack White's cool. I love them all.
Yeah, and then I'm just gonna have long black extensions and the
Yeah.
fucking sombrero kind of hat.
Starting a band again, starting a new band that's a
Uh-huh.
little bit more rock and roll
Uh-huh.
for your dad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's just, your dad, just the single tear
Yeah,
in
the
his
single
eyes.
tear.
Like, finally,
they're back.
and then
Um,
just in that moment, he like evaporates.
Yeah.
like doesn't even just like die. He just disappears.
Yeah.
Like,
Like the end of Avengers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just moves up to
He's
heaven.
Scott Stapp in the
Yeah.
one video where he
my
ascends.
son's playing fat bottom girls again.
I've been asking him to do this for 12 years.
And it doesn't even matter.
It
There's
doesn't
6
matter.
people here.
You
But
imagine
it's still an audience.
straight faced at your wedding, bawling
Oh,
at
man.
your comeback gig.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah. That's
Playing
exactly what
Strutter.
happened. Yeah, he would
Yeah.
not care at the wedding.
No,
The comeback gig,
yeah,
if we play, like
like
The
Strutter.
Pretender.
Yeah,
Oh,
my
dude.
God.
No, not even, like, old
Dude,
classics.
if you hit the lick to Back in Black,
Oh,
Oh
my
my
to
God.
watch his face,
He would
just be
just-
like,
I almost want to do it just to see what would happen.
Yeah.
Because it would be unbelievable.
Well, if
what
Evan
a father-son moment.
If
like,
Evan
he would
throws
walk
that-
up like
Just
mid-song.
give me a hug.
Can't even play
Yeah.
it.
If Evan throws that New Year's gig again, dude,
Oh, we
we'll
should
play
definitely
Back
do
in
it.
Black
Yeah,
and
we
have
should
your
definitely
brothers
do it.
sing and have your parents come.
Oh, my God. They would love it so much.
They would
Yeah.
weep.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
would weep.
Both of them.
100%.
Your mother just in shame of your father.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if she would weep, but she would definitely be there in support of
Yeah,
him, like,
for
being
sure.
consolable.
Yeah.
Um,
And you would finally play the Chinese guitars.
No.
Oh, dude.
those are irredeemable.
Unplayable.
Dude, Back in Black on just a Chinese
On the
Les
Guy Fieri guitar. We got to get the Guy Fieri.
You should
and
have
hang
those
it here.
hanging.
do.
We
dude,
need to if they're
That's
gonna be of
actually-
use for anything, that's what we gotta do.
That's
We
actually
gotta
a
put
really
one
good
right
idea.
here, right behind JJ's
That's
head.
a good idea.
Did we ever explain that?
I don't think we ever did.
Basically, Nate's dad bought 6.
Let's see. It was well, he bought like I think it was 6, but like 3 of them. Shit, I'm not even sure. Maybe like 3 of them got confiscated at the border.
At the border.
They
Yeah.
got repoed.
So yeah, he ordered 6
Chinese
Chinese Gibson Les
Les Paul
Pauls.
copies
Go
for
for
like
like
300.
500. They're like
Go get
500
the
bucks
one.
each.
Go
Yeah.
get the
Should
one.
I actually go get
Go
it?
get it.
All right.
Yeah. He ordered these guitars, and like one of them's like a Dave Grohl guitar,
Yeah, the Dave Grohl dish.
and then there's like
A Slash.
the Slash, and then there's one that we call the Guy Fieri,
Yeah.
and they're all fucked up and weigh 1,000 pounds.
They're
and it's
physically
just
unplayable.
Physically unplayable. The scales are off. Whatever, but they're legendary, and Mr. Cross swears by them as a sick gift.
I can't find the Guy Fieri.
He can't find the Guy Fieri guitar.
The best was talking to his dad and just the insistence that they would be exactly the same as a Gibson.
Why don't you hold that up?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
the Slash model.
This is the Slash
it weighs
model.
65 pounds.
Yeah. It's pretty sick. It's not quite the Guy Fieri.
Find that Guy Fieri.
It weighs 1,000 pounds.
Yeah. Let me just see if I can get a couple notes
Yeah.
out of this bad boy.
Yeah, we'll DI it. There it is. It sounds awesome.
Do I
through your
remember?
mic, dude.
I don't remember switch out of mine.
That one's actually playable. The Guy Fieri one, he took to a guitar store and was like, "Can you fix this up?" Because this is what happened with it. He was so excited about the Guy Fieri
Wait,
one.
shh.
I'm trying to think.
Yes. What? Couldn't even play
That's
it
smoke
right.
on the water.
Yeah. Can I tell the story of the Guy Fieri?
Tell it. Go ahead.
So he was so pumped up about the Guy Fieri guitar that he called me when he got it. He was like, "You got to come over to the
Yeah.
house." And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "I got the guitars in." And I'm like, "All right." And like I was like, "I don't want to come over." And he was like, "You gotta." He was so excited. He's like,
Only
"Bring an
3
amp."
of them.
He's like, "No, he was just the one at the time."
Okay.
He's like, "Bring an amp, bring a cord, bring a pick. I want to hear this thing scream." And I'm like, all right. So like I went over with my little combo amp and a cord, and I plugged it in, and it just like failed. Like it just it couldn't play. Like the chords weren't like the strings were so close to the neck. So much buzzing, the neck is fucking like warped or something, and I'm just like, he's like, why? What the hell? Why can't you play it? And I'm like, I was like, it's not me, it's the fucking guitar.
The problem is not the Chinese guitar. It's my son.
It's my dumbass son who can't play guitar no more.
You quit your goddamn band, forget everything I ever taught you.
You fucking kidding me? I just spent $8,000 on these Chinese Gibson.
And half of that's in custom. I can't even go
I
there.
can't even get them anymore. But yeah, he was pissed that it wouldn't play. He's like, we get him fixed? I'm like, yeah, maybe. I was like, I don't know. Like, you could try to get him fixed. And he went to get the one fixed, and they were like, we did all we could, but this thing is not coming back.
It's what the doctor
from where
tells
it
you when
came.
your child was in a horrible accident.
Yeah.
We did all we could.
We did all we could.
Hey,
Yeah, so
it still sucks.
It's still like unplayable. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere in this basement. I don't know.
I
Maybe
thought it
it's
would've been
stuffed
on
in
the
it.
stand
It might
in
actually be in my garage right now. I can't remember. But that one, at least you can play it. It still doesn't sound great. And then there was the Dave Grohl signature model.
Yeah, the blue one.
That
This is like short scale kinda.
it was short. It didn't look right. It was like this big. It like looked like, if you like first glance you're like, all right, that's cool, and then you like get up close and you're like, wait a sec. It's like a baby
Am
guitar.
am I growing?
It's like the
I gave
99s
it-
we smoked outside.
Yeah, it is kind of like
Is this
that.
cigarette bigger?
Yeah, I gave
Yeah.
it to Annie's brother because he
Nice.
watched Pepper when we were in New Jersey,
Oh.
and I was like,
I gift
I
you.
can't pay you, but
Here's a non-functional guitar you
I
don't know how to
could
play.
pay you, but wait till you see this,
This thing,
And
yeah,
he was,
yeah.
of course, like, oh, hell yeah. And I was like,
He's just like, oh my life, I've been searching for something.
Yeah.
Shitty Chinese guitar that doesn't even work.
What if that's the exact kind of guitar that Dave Grohl plays?
Like, this is the model, dude.
This is it.
This is it. This is what
Yeah.
we use in Nirvana.
Yeah.
Kurt would have loved this.
It's
Kurt,
3/8 size.
Kurt loved this thing. It's like, what the fuck? Are you
Kurt
talking
had small hands.
Kurt loved little guitars.
Yeah, need that classic Hunan sound.
Yeah, we went all the way to Nashville to record where Muddy Waters recorded. And
Yeah.
we wrote a song about Muddy Water. Remember that song?
Oh, yeah.
That was so funny.
Muddy
Down
water.
on the muddy water.
Wash them in the muddy water. He was just like, remember when we learned about it in the episode? And we
Playing
just-
my shitty guitar.
it was like that whole series, like a Blues Clues episode.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like, we learned about Muddy Water, and here's a song where we say it in the lyrics.
But
Yeah,
rock,
it's
Worst song ever.
but rock and roll is sick, and we
Yeah.
love it, and it's back.
God, this is great.
No, we should seriously try to have both those guitars just right
Yeah,
here.
we need them displayed.
sick.
If we would, I should not have given that fucking guitar
Fuck.
to Annie's brother.
Do you
Because
have
having the Dave Grohl one on display would be one of the funnest.
If you have-
Trade them out. Be like, hey,
I'd
how
be
about a
like-
slash?
I know you like the
It doesn't
slash.
even have a fucking logo on
Well,
it.
I tried to sell him on all three of them. I was like, which one do you want? And he said the Dave Grohl.
There's no logo on there.
Yeah, that's the main takeaway. That's the biggest giveaway.
No
That it's
Gibson.
not a Gibson. Is that it just doesn't say anything at the top.
You know it's not a Gibson because it doesn't
It
say
doesn't
Gibson on it. That was kind of my first. This is like you bring it
Yeah.
into Pawn Stars. You're
Yeah.
like, I'm pretty sure
I'm
this is
pretty
the
sure it's a
exact
Gibson.
one played by Slash.
I think it's a Gibson.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
so treble is spelled
Yeah.
wrong, and there's no Gibson.
There's no
on there.
Gibson on it. It just says Gibson. I might just like get like one of those like metallic Sharpies
Yeah,
and just
right.
write Gibson as
That would
best
be
I
awesome.
can on top
Big
of it.
Rick's like, so what do you
Yeah.
want for it? You're like, $40,000.
I'll give you $100 for it.
Best I can do
Yeah.
is a piece of pizza.
Yeah, Rick Harrison sees it and he's just like, this is really cool. You mind if I have a buddy come down and
Yeah,
look at it?
yeah, I was hoping you were saying
And the
that.
guy's just like, this is the guitar. I just like somehow get away with it.
Yeah, he's so full of
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, like, if you go to the customs at the Pittsburgh airport, there's about three
There's
more.
a bunch of them.
Dead
it was
stock.
two. It was two of the Guy Fieri guitars. Two of those.
When we say Guy Fieri, it's not
And-
like one that like has his face on it. It just
No.
looks like his outfits.
It just
and
looks like
stuff.
a guitar that Guy Fieri would like have commissioned for him
Yeah.
by the Gibson factory.
Yeah. Or
Um,
DJ Khaled.
Yeah, someone like that, or
Yeah.
like Paul Stanley.
Like some fat idiot.
But it was two of those. It was a bulk order. I think one of them was not that. It was a Slash, but it wasn't that color. I think it was like
Sick.
red or
He
something.
was gunning for free shipping.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
was like, it's free
It's
shipping
free.
if you get six.
It's six of them. And then there was, I think, two Dave Grohl models, or maybe one, and then one other.
Oh dear.
So there was six. He only managed to get four, I think. But yeah, I remember he told me about it one night, and then like I thought it was like common knowledge, like from the whole family that he did this.
Yeah.
And then like I was like at dinner with my parents, and I like brought it up in front of my mom, and he was like, "Shut."
Oh my god. Wait, hand this.
I was
to
like,
Nate.
"What?"
Hand this
And
to
he
Nate.
was like, "Just fuck it. I don't. Whatever." He was like so mad. And I was like, "What?
Are you
what is-
spending all of our money on Chinese bullshit again?
Play us out with
Honey, no!
play us out
What are you talking
What are you
about?"
with your
Ah.
sickest classic rock riff
Okay,
right
hold on.
now. Play Sweet Child of Mine.
I can't. I never learned that.
Okay, all right. I quit
Hell
my
yeah.
band. It
Yes.
is sick. We have a sick podcast.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's it. There,
Sign
there
it
go-
out.
There it goes.
Thanks everyone for watching.
Hell yeah.
This is the best episode ever. Thanks everyone for watching. We will be back. Oh, dude,
Sign.
it's fucking signed.
No way.
Look at that.
Never noticed that.
I didn't notice.
Yeah, when Rick
It's really his.
when Rick laughs in your
Yeah.
face, you just flip
Check-
that around. Like,
Check this out.
What
Got
if,
it signed.
What if Slash's signature was just a line?
Yeah.
Like a slash? That would be
Good one, JJ.
sick.
Way to ruin the bit. There.
Fuck! God damn it. I am Adam. Ugh.
God. Shut up. Anyway,
We're out.
thank you for watching. We'll be back with more episodes. This has been I Quit My Band. Goodbye.